Well, just thought I'd take a video real quick. This is my 1999 Subaru Forester. 2.5 liter with a 5-speed, but that is irrelevant for this video because this is a video on how to fix your floppy wipers. Now, I didn't take a before of this because I just thought to take a video, but before the wipers were very sloppy. I mean, try to get in there and that's the reason in there, because coming off of your wiper motor is that linkage. It just gets wore out. It's this one right here. It's a little plastic bushing that crimps onto your wiper transmission arm, and it clips onto the little ball and socket joint on the end of that wiper motor over there. And it translated into about probably 4 inches of play at the end of the wipers. Now I've already got this all out. You gotta take the wiper arms off. You gotta take that trim piece off that just goes over there. Then you gotta take this one off of there, and that little plastic thing, you gotta take it out of that hole. And then after you undo those 3 nuts and those 3 nuts, the last thing you gotta do is take your little tool, pop that off of theirs. If I can do it. Alright, then that just pops off of there. And then you can take this entire wiper transmission out of that one hole. Look at that. Can't say I'm a liar because I got it on video. Now, brand new, this is like $150 to the people we get our parts through. I just went up to the pick and pull and I got this one for like 15 bucks. And I just got it for that little bushing. You're probably thinking, oh, I can just take that bushing and stick it in my pocket and I don't have to pay nothing for it. No. No, once you take, I tried that before. Once you take that little that little ring off of there, that thing's no good. You cannot crimp it back on there. I've tried it. Now, This whole thing just goes right back in. I think. There we go. Just stick that up through a little hole there. And put your nuts on, just like that. I'll show you when she's all done. Alright. Now as you can see, all I've got left to do with this is just hook up that linkage to the wiper motor, and that just pops right on there, just like that. I remember how sloppy that other one was. Look how nice and tight this is. And there's one of these on each end of these little rods. There's 4 in total. These are what the little, this is what the little ball joints look like. This is actually the center link, or the right hand washer off of the new transmission. I had to swap it over because I sheared that bolt off, or that stud. And focus. I sheared that off when I was, you can see how long those ones are and how short that one is. I sheared that off, taking that off because the bolt was rusted on, so I just had to swap that. So I used my excuse me, I used my stud. But this just snaps back in like such. If you don't put that in, if you don't put this plastic piece in, you'll get water in your heater box. You get water in your heater box, and every time it rains, when you start your car up, you turn your heater on, you hear water swishing around in the fan motor. And as you can see, it's winter. And if that were to happen now, I'd get ice in there because I park outside. I'd get ice in there, and that wouldn't be good because I'd go to start my car and my wiper or my fan motor would go to turn on, and that wouldn't be good because I'd go to turn my fan motor on. I'd start my car and the fan motor would turn on, and it would burn out the fan motor because it would be trying to spin, and the ice wouldn't let it spin. Not to mention you got no heat. That's never fun. So right now what I'm doing is just putting this shroud back on. It snaps in. And one other little thing that I forgot to mention I had to take out was this little doohickey. Just goes in here. One thing a lot of people don't know is that with this style Subaru, or this style Forester, and I know the 03 to 05s are like this too, you can stand the hood straight up and you don't need to use the prop rod, which is good if you're, say, doing an engine swap like I did. It's nice and sturdy. It's not going anywhere, but it's kind of a nuisance sometimes because you gotta move the hood. especially if you're working on the wipers, like I am here. Alright. Alright, now just try to put this back in here. Alright, just like that. The other side's supposed to have one too, but I had that side apart before, and I just never put it back in. Now, do the same thing with this side. Alright, now all that's left to do is put the actual wipers themselves back. Now, a little bit about setting your wipers where they go. As you can see, I do have heated wipers in this windshield because it is the S model Forester, which is, I guess, a little bit higher up. So I'm going to set my wipers on the heater. Alright. Let me show you what I mean when I say that these can't be re-crimped on. Hang on just a second. Alright. Now, you can kind of see there's a little ring around the outside of these things. And you can peel that off if you have something to peel it off with. Try to find my knife. Let's see, what is... I think with all the shit on this bench, there'd be something to peel this off of here with. There we go. Now you can see this one broke, but it would be the same either way, whether it broke or not. There's that little ring. Normally that would be one piece. And here's the little hat that it goes on. You can see that just goes through there like that, and that ring goes on this side, and it's supposed to hold it in place. There's what it looks like when it's actually on there. Let's see, it just pops off like that. Now what was happening under the hood, and this is on the left side wiper stud, but it was the same thing. This was on the motor, on the wiper motor. That little ring got lost somehow, and it just had the little hat trying to hold it on there. So there was a ton of play in it. Because normally it would be riding up on that hat and it wouldn't have any play, but it was just on this little ball joint. See, like that, it was just on there. And that's just not very good. Because, as you can see, there's all that slop in there. I don't know what kind of grease they're using at Subaru on these things, but they should keep using it, because get this off of a 01 to 02, so it's at least 14 years old, 13, 14 years old, and it's still greasy. I doubt it's ever been serviced. But, yeah, that's why that did that. As you can see, I have the car all back together, with my wipers set on the heater strut, like I was talking about before when the video cut out. I have not tried them yet, so you guys are gonna see it with me. Alright, moment of truth. Look at that. It used to be, when I was on the highway, the wipers would come all the way up and hit the outer windshield trim. And then when I was in town, they'd go all the way down and hit that intake for the heater. So let's try some spray. Oh yeah, just like that. And they go right back and rest on the heater strip, just like they're supposed to. I've had this car for almost a year, and I've been dealing with it ever since. So this is a very well, it's a welcomed operation. So that's how you fix your wipers in your 98 to 02 Subaru Forester. I'm sure it's the same for many other models and many other years. So, thanks for watching.